Good afternoon. I am doing this video in conjunction with my ITL 670. The class is Introduction to Social and Emotional Learning, and it is part of my master's degree program at National University. Social emotional learning, also known as SEL, is defined as the ability to acquire knowledge and skills to understand and manage emotions, set and achieve personal goals, feel and show empathy for others, and establish and maintain positive relationships. SEL has been around since the 60s. The actual conception of social and emotional learning, the coining of that phrase, did not happen until 1994 with the establishment of the Collaborative on Social and Emotional Learning, which is known by the acronym CASEL. CASEL remains the gold standard in SEL information, and it can be found at www.casel.org. Social emotional learning has gotten particular prevalence in recent years. In February of 2020, the Today Show did a series on the importance of social and emotional learning. It talked about the importance of students learning social and emotional skills, teachers learning and teaching social emotional skills, and also parents, and the important role that parents play in establishing social emotional learning norms. In education, the social emotional learning rules are divided by competencies. There are 5 core competencies. The first is self-awareness. The second is self-management. The third is social awareness. The fourth is relationship skills. And finally, the fifth is responsible decision making. Self-awareness is a student's ability to identify their emotions and also act accordingly. Self-management is a student's ability to have impulse control and also demonstrate some sort of organizational skills. The third and most important competency, in my opinion, is social awareness. And social awareness include things such as empathy and kindness and having respect for other people. The fourth, in developing relationship skills, is obviously dealing with communication and how we have relationships with other people. And finally, responsible decision making is the identification, evaluation, and reflection on one's decisions. I plan on teaching lower elementary school, hopefully first grade. So I feel that the most important competency for my class will be social awareness. Social awareness is particularly important because we are living in this age of bullying. I think that having social emotional skills, such as the ability to show kindness and empathy, and also to understand how other people feel, is really the basis to avoid bullying and also to avoid being bullied. And I think those two things are very, very important. There's a lot of different ways to teach social emotional skills. In my classroom, I plan on teaching many different ways, as I said. The first is through a traditional means, which is through books, either reading aloud or having the students read individually. It just really depends on their age. For little kids, the book series, The Blue Truck, is great because it teaches about animals, which kids love, and also about how they can be different and how they can work together. Another huge benefit to that series is that it goes over the book throughout a series, and that's helpful because it helps reinforce the concept. And it also has special books related to Halloween, Christmas, and that sort of thing. So it can really be used throughout the year to reinforce those ideas. For upper lower elementary schools, there's all kinds of books as well. We All Wonders, for example, is one that describes a student who's different and how we're really all just the same. Another is Come With Me, and finally, How to Be a Lion. Those are just three examples of the many books that are available to teach students about these skills. Another important and modern way to teach social emotional learning is through YouTube. There are so many different YouTube channels that are devoted to teaching social and emotional learning. And really, I think it's good because they're very entertaining. They, are cartoons or other sort of happy things. They're good for a variety of students because they're not just the traditional lesson slash worksheet slash end type of concept. So really we're looking at teaching different students, in different ways, which we always want to do as teachers. So I think that that's another great way to encourage social and emotional learning. I think the most important thing about social and emotional learning is teaching it as we go, not only to students, but I also think that it's important to adults to really understand the role that social and emotional learning plays in your life. And I know as a teacher, an educator, it will be important for me to know these things so that I can teach the students, but so that also that I can be successful as an educator and be a teacher for many years to come. So, those are my initial thoughts on social emotional learning. And I look forward to talking to you soon. Thanks.